Okay, Shannon, can you see if Joe has any other questions on that? That was a total side trip, but it's related to what we're doing in Adilas. We have some great ideas of some ways that we can do this and speed some stuff up. What we're going to do is we're going to keep building on all of our different little projects. If people want that, oh my goodness, I would love to have gift cards. Great, chip in some money. Let's fund this project. Let's get it going. So that's how we're going to do it. Because you know why? If we say, wait, that's on our tick list, we'll get to it. People are like, win. And we have other people who are paying for projects. And so we're going to actually let that kind of dictate how we're going to develop this thing. We have spent millions and millions and millions, years and years and years and years. And so if you want to, and you're patient, you can wait and not pay a lick, and it'll eventually be there. If you're like, I got to have that now, pony up. Get a buddy to pony up. Chip in together, you know. Like, let's fund this project. We'll get more people to work on them. That's the way it's got to go. So
it's exciting.
That's the way it's going to go. Okay, cool. We were all over the place. We did all sorts of kind of cleanups, and I appreciate Joe mentioning that gift certificate thing. That was a little bit of a side path, if you will. We wanted to do some bulk verifying, okay? Remember how we circled the Adilas date and the non-Adilas date, meaning the bank date? You can do it one by one if you have the admin permission, okay? The first way I'm going to show you is one by one. Say you're looking at your online bank statement, and this $10,000 that was the deposit from Cheryl's dead aunt who she invested into the thing, it cleared today. We're like, sweet, sweet. Okay, if I know that it cleared, here's how you do one by one. You find the item, either edit or printable. You have to have the admin permission, and you'll see a little link that says verify. Okay, see how it says currently verified no? If I click on verify, it's very, very simple. Okay, here's what it literally says. Checked means okay, and I see it in the bank. This is the bank date. Yes, the bank does see it, and yes, they did see it today. Go ahead. Okay, so now all of a sudden it switched from no to yes.
With the date.
With the date. So if I go back to the deposit homepage, I literally have a couple of them that the bank has now seen. Okay, let's pretend that it's a. I know that it's not even that day right now, but we're just in training. Like normally, normal time happens. So say that these other ones actually hit on the next day. I'm looking at, wow, sweet, I got 2 new deposits in. One was my Visa payment, and one was all of my old cash payments. We're kind of in a play site, so these ones have random dates that are kind of backwards. But watch this. If you wanted to do bulk ones, here's how you do it. Once again, you have to have the admin permission, bulk verify. The word verify is basically what is the bank date, okay? Now, if you have multiple banks, you can say, hey, which bank are you dealing with? We're going to go California. I want to look from here back. Go ahead. So what happens is all of a sudden, I have multiple pieces. We actually have a ton, but what it is depending on the date. Like our deposit homepage, the reason it's only showing 3 of these is this. By default, it's only doing a 30-day running look back. Technically, let's go back ahead and back this up to 2010. Who knows? Okay, there's 24, and only some of them have actually been verified, okay? Like, nobody's really been in here doing any sort of bulk verifying. Here's how we bulk verify it, okay? Literally, if we wanted to do all of these, you click here, select your bank. I'm under the bulk verify deposit page. You say, get the report. It pulls it up. Now I come down here and I look for it, okay? So basically, these are my key pieces that I'm looking for. What is the amount, okay? And then what is the date that I know of, and what is the bank that... Here's how I tell it when the bank sees it, okay? See how this one was 4/4/12? Say that the bank actually saw that on 4/6 of 12. As soon as I click it and put a date there, when I click this bulk verify, depending on how many I actually select, it'll actually push it forward. So this one was on 4/7. Pretend that this one was on the exact same date. You would go like this. Click, click, 4-7 of 12. Because if you left the 12 off, it would assume 13, okay, which is a whole year later. This one was on 4/9. Let's say that this one was actually, this one took a couple days. Like this was over a holiday, just for fun. This one was actually cleared on the 13th of 12. You can see how I'm just slowly going down. Usually what I do is I have two different monitors, okay? I have my Adilas and I have my online banking. And I'm just looking down, oh, got it, oh, sweet, oh, sweet. And if you keep up with it, you're not going to have this little thing where you're like 17 outstanding deposits. Like you're not going to have that, okay? So watch this. These little 3 right now, we currently were at a number of 17. If I hit bulk verify, it's going to roll 3 of those out of there, okay? Successfully verified 3 deposits. Thank you. I'm now down to 14. Okay, this is how you do it in bulk. You pop down through there and you tell it what's going on. So once again, you can do it independently. This one, I'm just going to kind of just match the dates just so I'm not pretend that we're actually trying to get through there. We're going to kind of clean up some stuff. I just want to show you. That was 4-9. Sorry, my bad. And this one would be 5-7. Okay, so here's an interesting part. Remember how we talked about the law of deference a little bit? Guess what the bank is going to show you on their records?
502.
502 on 5-7. Okay. Guess what we know inside of Adilas? I actually got this much, this much, this much, this much, this much. I also got all of this underlying details. Who knows? Like, say for instance, this is $215. I'm going to take a quick little sidestep here. Or watch this. I'll just open up a new browser window. I'll leave this right where I'm at. I'm going to right-click it and say open up in a new window. I just want to kind of take a peek at you. This $215, which was nested into that whole 500, was actually for 3 different items. Ladies sport something, and a leather something, and a pink pearl ball. Okay? Look at all these details that I have that are kind of hidden. This was just an extra browser window. I'll just close it, and I'm right back here working where I was. Okay? We're just going to pop down through here, 5-9, 12, and 6-19. Once you learn some of these laws of deference, you'll be like, oh, I totally see it. They're only going to have the 470, not all of the different little details underneath that are going to go into your P&L. 731. 9-6. 12. This is the date that I'm looking for. This is where I'm kind of matching it. But ideally, you would look at your bank and say, so this is saying the A date is 9-9 and the B date is also 9-9. I'm just kind of trying to clear it out here just to show you in bulk. Let's pretend that the rest of them are still sitting out in space, and I'm going to say bulk verify. Okay. So it just wrapped up 8 of those guys with their specific dates, and I only have 6 of them left. So as you keep going, they slowly kind of whittle their way out of there. Okay. And once again, you don't even verify them until the bank sees them. So if the bank doesn't see this one until the 17th, like almost a whole week, say you created the deposit, you stuck it in your card, it fell down on the side of the thing, and it never actually went into the bank until a little bit later, you literally go like this. The A date is 9/13. The B date is 9/17 of 12. Okay? That date span right there is actually going to be tracked on that particular thing. Okay, what it does is when you actually look at your running bank balances, the deposit date. This is, hey, what have I got? Okay, but if I flip it to the verified date, this should be what the bank says I have. Okay, and look at this. See these outstandings right here? These are things that, like, you know what? This is, the bank will say I have $36,000, but according to my records, I only have $15,000. Okay, this is called your running total. This is the verified total. What does the bank say? And the reason that they're different is because the bank doesn't know about these ones yet. Okay, those are your outstandings. So if you click on it, it literally would kind of pull it in. We haven't even touched expenses. Once again, this is a play site, so nobody's been in here monitoring anything. But this is kind of where your pieces are as far as bank reconciliation and how things work. Okay.